What's up, everybody? How are you? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the AM. Welcome to today's episode. So last week we talked about the 3 types of work. Well, last week, listen to me. Last episode, we talked about the 3 types of work. Today's episode, we're going to talk about how do I actually find my work. Great. We know about the 3 types of work: rhythm, process, technical, right? Those 3, where they are. Again, just to reiterate real quick, rhythm is the vision, the flow, how everything moves and ebbs, right? Process is the management, the oversight, and the franchisement of things. Technical is the execution of the work and the actual doing of what's been processed out, following the blueprint. So the question is, how do I find my work? Okay. So when you are working, whether job, home, wherever you're at, whenever you're executing against something, the way that you find your work is to stop and ask yourself, what job position am I in? Am I being an entrepreneur? Am I in that rhythm stage? Am I being a manager right now, actually leading, directing, kind of guiding in that process stage? Or am I actually putting the nuts and bolts together of the thing that I'm trying to assemble? Make sense? So to go over a few things to help you find your work. So life in general, and I think business always reflects life. So whoever people are, however people are, that's how business is reflected. So this applies to business too. We've got boxes and boundaries. We've got, in my opinion, we have 5 areas of work. We have our health, our physical health, our spiritual health, our emotional health. So just health. We have our finances. We have property, the things under our care, our assets, cars, houses, whatever, clothes. We have relationships, right? Whether you're married or not, whether you have friends or not, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever's happening. And then we have work, right? Work. What am I executing on? And so when you're doing work, when you're at home, or when you're trying to build something, because this was revolutionary for me, all right? It was revolutionary for me in business, in my home life, realizing to pause and stop and simply ask myself, what box am I working in? Am I working in the health box, the finance box, the property box, the relationship box, or my work box? And then also, what type of work am I doing in that box? Rhythm. Am I actually putting together a vision for my health? What does my health look like? For y'all, I'm currently on the Get Unfat program. So I'm counting my calories. I'm exercising. I'm working out. I'm really trying to take care of myself. The rhythm for that, the vision for that. I want to see my grandkids. I would like to go to my granddaughter's wedding. That would be amazing. I don't have a granddaughter yet, but what I'm saying is in the future, that's where I want to get. The process. What am I going to do? Okay. What am I going to do? Here's my processes, my tactics. I'm going to count my calories. All right. And this is all in the health box. I'm going to count my calories. I'm going to put them in an app and take care of everything. And then the technical, well, guess what? I'm actually, after I eat my meal, going to input those numbers into that app, and that's the execution. So again, those boxes, how do you find your work? You got to know what box you're working in. And then you got to know what job position you're working in, rhythm, process, or technical. So the boxes: health, finances, property, relationships, work. Those are the boxes. And then the types of work are rhythm, process, and technical. Makes sense? And so how do you find your work? How do you manage work? How do you execute it? You got to know where you're doing, where you're working. If you've ever worked in a factory or manufacturing plant, everything's arranged by workstation. And that's how we need to arrange our lives. And oftentimes we go on autopilot because the job's done this for us. Hey, it's time to go to work, 9 to 5. And that's when I do check my work box. But the problem is nobody else is doing that for our health. Nobody else is doing that for our finances. Nobody else is doing that for our property or relationships. Those are on me to take care of. Most of work is taken care of. Like I have a work schedule. Work takes care of work. That box, don't got to think about. But I do need to think about health. I do need to think about finances, property, and relationships. I'm married, so I would rather not have to sleep on the couch, and I'd rather, stay in the same bed, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. I hope y'all have a great day. We're a couple seconds over, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.